Hi, today we're going to be talking about something that sometimes people want or they'll tell you to do, but it doesn't actually exist. Years ago, I used to, past tense, say things like, I want to be normal. I think what I meant to say was, I want to be neurotypical. I want this to go away because this is ridiculous. I don't like this. I don't like feeling this way. I don't like having to ask for help. I don't like this. And the other day, it was on a different subject, but it was just such an insult. Congratulations. This kind of stuff is typical for people in your situation, because I'm dealing with the situation. Congratulations, you're normal. And it was like, I'm so glad that I am not looking you in the face right now. Because, dude, and you of all people, just try to avoid things like that. Don't keep messing yourself up with, I want to be neurotypical. I want this. I want that. Don't tell people to try to be normal, because fitting in doesn't work. Trying to fit in when obviously, not a great thing. Second, everybody wants to try to give out positivity. Try to avoid empty platitudes like, remember, silver linings, and things like that, and random Bible verses. Where I am working on myself, sometimes people will give you a random Bible verse. And I've even seen a verse of the day calendar that used a certain verse from the temptation of Christ. That's the story in that it's working towards after Christ's baptism. You have Satan and Jesus on a mountain. And Satan is attempting to get Jesus to, but out of context, it kind of looks like, bow down and worship me, da-di-da-di-da, and I will, and it's like, that's not what you're going for, so try to avoid that, but also, so empty platitudes are toxic positivity, really not helpful, try to avoid, and do you have a habit of overthinking? Do you even perhaps have a degree in social work or being a guidance counselor, things like that? Don't psychoanalyze your friends. Just don't do it. There are some people who do that, and it's like, first of all, so watch. It's one, if you and the person believe in something, it is perfectly fine to, use the Magnificat or parts of Lamentations. May the sun shine upon you, etc., etc. Fine, but don't use it. There are times when people use it in a very negative way. I've had, I once heard someone say something like, you should not suffer a witch to live, when their child was having a temper tantrum because disobedience is the sin of witchcraft. And it was like, excuse you, that person has since lost their child because, wow. But it's like, watch what you're saying and maybe watch what verses you use when you're trying to talk to someone about certain things, or even writing up a verse of the day calendar for 365 days. There is far better than that. And there are far prettier verses. Maybe the temptation of Christ is not something that you should take out of context. Although I suppose that January 1st, get thee behind me, Satan, would work out beautifully for an opening to the year. And watch for empty platitudes, etc., etc. And really do your best not to psychoanalyze people, because if I wanted that, I would use my insurance. And and watch out for normal. Yeah. I think what I meant, actually what I did mean was neurotypical. I don't want to be in this place. I want to be doing XYZ. And as I keep on going towards, I don't know where I'm going, but it's not where I am. And I have a big goals, also looking at different things and thinking, okay, I can transfer my master's degree when I start taking that in 2 years, after I graduate, 2.5, give or take. Once I graduate with my bachelor's, I don't know where, but yeah, there. And just give yourself some love, and may the sun shine upon you, etc., etc.